half empty or is the glass half full? And you hear that. And some people say, I think it's half empty. Oh, so other people say, I think it's half full. I teach my children now, ask where the water came from. Because if it's half empty, I want to know where the water came from so I can fill it up. If it's half full, where the water come from so I can fill it up even more. I want them to think past what you're seeing right in front of you. One of my mentors taught me, if you put $100 on the table and $50 on the table, which one do you take? The answer is both. Right? Think differently. Change your mind.
This is me when I was younger. I would take the table too.
Take the table too. Think differently. Last thing, or our last one I'll bring up. They say if you can't chase two rabbits because you might lose both of them. I say, well, what if you're fast enough? I want you to think. I want my children, and I believe what we're saying. I know what we're saying is we want to challenge them to think past surface level, to think deeper than what you see, to allow this beautiful and powerful mind that you have to process. One of the worst things that we could say or teach our children to say or illustrate before them is, I can't. Because if you say that, your mind immediately shuts down and your mind is not trying to find a solution. But if you switch that to how can I, now your mind is trying to figure out how to get an answer to this problem, even though you may not have the answer quite yet. So we're teaching our children to think. I got one more example I want to close out with, but I'm going to let Chase, if you guys say something, it's a good one. It's about you too.
So you know what? I'm practicing now because I see you're going to keep coming with grandfather quotes and all these book quotes, right? So I'm going to quote Dr. Reverend A.R. Bernard. The quality of your thoughts affects the quality of your life.
I love it.
You get what I'm saying?
I love it.
And I'll take you down this little path with my daughter. Right. And again, I'm learning and I'm watching, right? That's the purpose of a father, right? If you're going to lead, you know, you're vigilant, right? Your eyes always on the prize, so to speak. My daughter was horrible in math, because the problems were challenging. Because the beautiful part about math, it presents problems to you in unconventional means, right? We use variables, 3x plus x squared, and you're like, what, huh? Because x is not a number, you can't see, it's an unknown. And I watched her do work, and it wasn't good, but I wasn't going to say it wasn't good because she was trying. And eventually it clicked how to attack problems, how to look for consistent principles within mathematics. So it wasn't memorizing, right? It was, I'm looking at this and how can I attack this differently? And I'm going to attack it 3 or 4 different ways. And when I saw that, I said, I don't care what your grades are ever going to be. I didn't tell her this, but I've seen enough to know now you're going to be okay. And, lo and behold, then she went to tutors to have people support her thought process or give her a different perspective on thinking. And now her grades have shot up. She's 2 years removed from college, but I'm sitting here like, I'm not going to have a problem with you.
Right.
Because now you've, on your own, you think for yourself and you find help for yourself.
That's powerful.
You know what I mean?